Welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. Today I'm going to share with you how I'm making this Zanzibari traditional bread called Maandazi ya kusuka. So I'm using about 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour and also about 2.25 teaspoons of instant yeast, but you can use any type of yeast that you have. And my coconut cream is really, really thick, so I'm just going to dilute it with warm water. That's just about a cup. And I've got an almost 1 cup of sugar. You can use more or you can use less. Then we're going to mix in our coconut milk. So now I just added about a 1/4 cup of flour. There's no specific measurement. This is to just give a quick head start to my yeast because it was really, really cold, about 35 degrees. So that technique really helps, but if you don't want to, you don't have to do that, okay? So we're just going to remove the lumps and then cover it and let it sit aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I just added about 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom powder to my flour. And then we're just going to mix it well to combine. And now my starter is ready, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest of the flour. Now, if you don't have coconut milk, you can use ordinary milk, but do not skip the cardamom because that's what's going to give this bread that, the really, really Zanzibari touch that we are looking for, the flavors and the aromas. Now, the reason why I diluted the coconut cream, because when your coconut cream or milk is very thick, it does make the bread very, very dense. It can be soft, but still very dense. And I like mine very light and soft. All right, so I added about total about another 1/2 cup of coconut milk, which was also diluted. So total, I used about 1.5 cups of liquid. You may need more or you may need less, but the difference is very, very little. It could be maybe a tablespoon or so. All right, so we're just going to mix it well. And at this point, I'm just going to move to my flat surface, but you can continue to knead your dough in the same bowl, or you can also use a stand mixer if you have. Now this is a Maandazi. We call this Maandazi as well, but this one is baked. The other one is fried if you have seen my video. So the taste is more or less the same. All right, and I've got about 2 tablespoons of ghee. I like to use a lot of ghee in this bread because it really, really makes it very soft and moist, okay? So I knead this for about 5 to 10 minutes until the dough is very nice and soft like this. And in between, I also used the ghee as I was kneading. Right, so you want your dough to be very nice and soft, firm but soft, okay? All right, so we're just going to knead it a little bit more. And then just keep it in a bowl. So I'm using the rest of the ghee. I used total about 2 tablespoons, but if you don't want, you can cut it down. All right, we're just going to cover it and let it rise to double the volume. Okay, mine took about an hour to reach to this point. And then we're just going to remove it from the bowl. And then we're just going to punch it down a bit to remove the air bubbles. I'm dividing mine. I divided mine 6 portions, but you can do any design that you want. This is where your creativeness is going to come through. And you can use a round baking tin. You can use 2 tins. You can use whatever you want that works for you. Okay? Works for you. Okay, so I'm just going to roll this. You can use your hand like that, or you can just put it on the surface and roll it like that. Okay, like I say, any kind of design. So I just like to make the coil on both sides. And please make sure that you do put some grease on your pan before you put the bread over there. It's very simple. Like I say, you can make any designs that you want. And this bread, you can have it for breakfast, you can have it for brunch, you can have it as a side dish for lunch or dinner. Okay. So I just covered mine and let it rise again. So this took about 30 minutes, and then we're just going to do some egg wash. I just took an egg and beat it with a little bit of water, and then sprinkled some sesame seeds, and I put it in the oven 350 degrees, which is about 180, for about 25 minutes. And once it's done, we're just going to put some more ghee while it's still hot. And that's it. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh God, it's gorgeous. Anyway, so thank you so much. For more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar, and you'll find all the ingredients and measurements in the description box below and on this page.